Ladies and gentlemen, you are joining us this evening for the final home game of the season. Olathe Northwest Ravens taking on our Gardner Edgerton High School Trailblazers. Both teams, 7-12 record, looking to head towards sub-state. I am Jarius Jones, and I'm joined by my good friend, Coach Larry Fennell Jr. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you, Doc. Good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a while. They try to keep us away, but they couldn't keep us away forever.
They can't do it for long.
Well, hey, tonight we get a chance to see a great matchup that actually is going to have some weight on what occurs during this competition. We have Sub-State coming up in the upcoming week. That's our next process. And when you look at Sub-State, we're going to be playing in the bracket where Lawrence High School, who comes in at 16-1, they're 16-1 right now, the number 1 seed in that bracket. We're playing along with the number 2 seed, Olathe West. The winner of this game will take on Olathe West. The loser will take on Lawrence High School. Our goal is to win.
Our goal is to win tonight. Make sure that we avoid Lawrence on that first round. You know, we can't avoid them at all, but let's make sure that we get this win tonight.
Absolutely. So we want to win tonight so we can be the number 3 seed and we can take on Olathe West, as you see that they are at a 9-9 record currently. Well, Coach, we've got some highlights. We've got some players that we need to highlight, and I want you just to kind of share with us those individuals and what it is that we're looking for from our Trailblazers.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the senior Ethan Reynolds. You know, Ethan is the spark on the team here. Ethan comes in and he's not going to shoot a lot of threes out there, but Ethan's going to make his way into the paint. He loves contact. He uses his spatial awareness very well. You know, he's a receiver with, on the football team, and you can see those skills while he's playing basketball and getting inside the paint. We're going to need him to do that tonight to take some pressure off with Jake and Connor Elder out there with shooting threes.
Absolutely.
So, we're going to also look at today, I believe we're going to look at Jalabami though as well. Jalabami, the last game that I called, Chuck and I, that we called with Jalabami was, he played very well. He played big. He played against 2 big guys, and he was able to hold his own. His 6'2" frame plays a lot bigger than what he looks right here. And, we're going to need that muscle from him to get in there and get some extra rebounds and some extra shots for us on goal.
Tell us, Coach, about the opposition. So they've got some players on their squad. Who are the 2 players that we need to look out for against these Ravens?
Well, the Ravens we're going to have to look out for Ethan Kemp. And I think this young man is probably a little brother, maybe a younger cousin of one of the Kemp boys that my son played with at Olathe Northwest back in the day. And, he's a pretty good shooter out there on the three-point line, and we struggled, guarding the three-point line. And we got to make sure we find out where he's at, and we need to get out there and run him off that line and take some, take our chances with that. And the next guy we're going to highlight and take a look at is Zaid.
Sounds good to me.
Dejani. All right, I don't want no trouble. Excuse me if I messed it up, but he's someone else that we're going to have to make sure that we run off that line and make sure he's not getting out and getting these easy baskets as we see right here in the highlights right here. But we do know that he can shoot the 3 as well, and so we're going to have to make sure that our defense expands out and closes those guys out and run them off that line.
Well, hey, those right there are the scouting report for the Ravens. Keys to the game. Keys to the game. There are 3. We focus on the triple keys. The first key to the game is that we must have good bench play. We've got to have good bench play. Number 2, we need to take care of the ball. And number 3, must have a good game plan. Expound upon those just for a few seconds.
Yeah, bench play, we're going to look for about 3 players there that we're going to be looking for to come off the bench and help us out. Connor Elder, Malachi Taylor, and Mitch Morris. All 3 of those had very good games against Leavenworth. We're going to need those guys to come out and put some points on the board. We're going to need Mitch to get on the boards and help out and, take some pressure off of Ethan and Jake and Kessler and those guys out there running around. So we're going to need that help from them. And, we talk about take care of the ball. It's very important in basketball to take care of the basketball. You can't win, you can't score without the ball. And then we're going to talk about must have a good game plan. And really the game plan that we're going to talk about here in Olathe Northwest, if it holds true what it's always held true since I've seen for a while, if we can score more than 50 points, we have a chance to win the game. Because Olathe Northwest is not going to score a lot of points. They're going to run offense that kind of wants to work you around and get you out of position and get an easy basket. So we get this game in the 50s or 60s, we have a chance.
Well, hey, Coach, you've given us all the information that we need. And so we have now received our marching orders. We know who to look out for. We know who we're playing against. and we know who is going to be the stars for our team. So the only thing standing between us and the start of this game is the national anthem and the starting lineup. So we're going to allow the public address announcer to take over. Remember, you're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
In honor and remembrance of those who have served and continue to serve our country, as Junior Ryan Ham sings our national anthem.
We thank that scholar for the national anthem tonight. Once again, you are watching competition between Olathe Northwest Ravens and our Gardner Edgerton High School Trailblazers. As we're hearing the starting lineup for the Ravens.
Yes.
A senior, number 21, Bree Robinson, and a senior, number 45, Max McGavran.
So our starting lineup will be number 22, Jake McClure. Number 2, Ethan Reynolds, a senior. This is his final night playing on his home turf. Number 12, Tyler Butash, a junior, standing at 5'11". We have number 11, senior, 6-foot senior, Kellen Kuser. And then we have number 13, senior, standing at 6'1", Ivan Jalabomi. That is the starting lineup. And of course, our great coach, Coach Zach White, is the head coach for the Trailblazers. See fans that have gathered for tonight's game. It looks like we may even have a little pep squad off even in front of us. So this is the final home game.
Yeah, we've seen the crowd grow as the season has kind of gone on and kind of ease some of the restrictions a little bit. And as we see the Northwest kids come out, and I noticed the JV team played with a mask on, and now the varsity team looks to appear to be playing with mask at half staff as well. So we'll see what happens here, Coach. Doc, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up because that's what I normally do when I watch the game. I don't want no trouble.
Hey there, we'll do up and down. We see the start of the game. Of course, no tip off. Shot put up by number 15. That was no good. Shot was by Dejani, who was one of our scouts or students that Coach Fennell scouted. See number 22 with the ball. McClure played a brilliant game, even a game that I got a chance to announce. So he was all over. We see Ethan Reynolds driving towards the hole, and it draws the foul.
There it is, right on cue, Coach.
Doc,
we had that conversation earlier about Ethan, and we said that Ethan likes to play inside the paint, and holds true to form right there. It's right into the paint, and chance for an N1, and we're going to see if we can knock down these free throws tonight. We've kind of struggled a little bit from the line as he knocks it down. We're up 3-0.
Definitely fearless. That first personal foul was committed by Brady Robinson, number 21. So that's his first personal foul, first team foul. But just like that, Trailblazers up 3-0 on their first trip down the court. As we see the rotation, a three-point attempt is good. That basket was good by number 2, Ethan Raines.
Yeah, there it is right there. once again, that's a scouting report there. We got to run these guys off the three-point line as they come out with a little token pressure. I don't think they're going to trap unless it gets across half court. So, we just have to take care of the basketball tonight.
Yes, we do. See Reynolds driving it once again, but hands it off to number 12. And three-point basket is no good. It's a good look for Butash.
Yeah, he's just a little long on there and long rebound. Jalabama was in great position. It's just a long rebound and couldn't quite get up there and get it.
Turning on at the ball, bring it, feed it inside at number 15. Number 15 puts up the shot, does not make it, but number 45 comes to the rebound. And Ethan Reynolds is up the court that quick. Gives it off to McClure, on to Butash. Butash waits patiently. Ball comes out the rim, but Jalabama gets the ball, backs it back out to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it back to Butash. Butash drives, hands it back out to McClure for a three-point attempt, and it's good! Basket is good!
And that's good basketball right there, Coach. We know that McClure can shoot that basketball, and if Jelani can get in there and get those rebounds just like that, and we get those extra shots like that, and what I tell you, first man to 50 wins.
Well, hey, we're on our way, just under 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Nice rebound by Jalabama. He is playing like a big man, Coach, just like you said.
He plays bigger than that 6'1", 6'2" frame that they talk about. He's got pretty good ups for that height, and he uses his body very well. So, it's going to be important for us to get these guys one and done, and we come down, take care of the basketball, and knock some shots down.
You see Reynolds making a decision, driving. Of course, looking for his help. Get it out to Butash. Butash drives it, hands it out to Jalabama. Jalabama goes up for a shot, unable to get the angle. Almost got the rebound, but the ball goes back out to number 2, Raines. Drives it, length to the court, misses the layup. Ball is rebound. Reynolds gets the ball and it drives it towards the hole. Can he finish? Foul, not a foul. All ball, but the ball remains with the Trailblazers. That was a very good defensive and offensive series.
Yeah, that was good. And Chuck and I talked about this the last game that we had is if we can get out in transition, this is a transition team, and then we find McClure somewhere, knock down some threes, and we can do that. We can put a lot of pressure on other teams.
And timeout is called by the Ravens.
Once again, Trailblazer fans will be recognizing our state-bound wrestlers, and we've got several of them.
Thank you for joining us here on MSTC Sports, home of the Trailblazers. Spring sports are on the way. As you'll see, we'll have baseball. Boys baseball will begin March 23rd as our Gardner Edgerton Trailblazers take on Shawnee Mission North. Then Monday, March the 29th, our young ladies girls softball team opens the season with Shawnee Mission East Lancers. So those are the upcoming spring sports. We thank you for joining us throughout this year to watch and keep up with the sports. So you will have spring sports brought to you upcoming in the month of March. So 8-3 is the score. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this first frame. Some nice ball rotation. Thought about the three, a nice little drive inside, and that was a good basket by number 33. That was Sullivan.
Yeah, Jelani B going on the backside of him, and he was just able to muscle him down in there. And now as he's seen that, he's gonna have to play a little front side defense.
See some nice Jalabama feeds it in. Keiser.
Yep.
That's Keiser. He was fouled.
Good pass by Jalabama, and Kellen was just hanging out down there, and no one knew he was there.
That personal foul was committed by Ethan Kemp. That's his first personal foul, second team foul. Keiser had a really good game the last game that I also called as well.
Yeah, he's been playing very well, Doc. And, we're going to need that from him as we see some of the bench players coming in that we talked about earlier, and we're going to need these guys to be able to, maintain, especially Mitch down there, maintaining what, Jalabama was doing down there. So
Jalabama and Butash go out of the game. Number 5, Taylor comes in, and number 35, one of our bigs, Mitch Malk, 6'4" sophomore. So both free throws are good. It's a 5-point advantage in favor of the Trailblazers. Calmly bringing the ball up court. Pass To number 11. 11 passes on to 33, who drives in, and he gets a nice angle. That's another good basket by Sullivan. So he has a couple of big baskets here so far. Lead is 3, 10-7.
Yeah, Doc, we were watching this, and I'm taking a look at this offense that they're running, and seems familiar to me.
I got you. Nice save by McClure. So, Coach, you are definitely familiar with Olathe Northwest, as you mentioned your son played basketball there. And
I'm quite familiar with the style of basketball that they play at Olathe Northwest. And, you know, we're going to have to race to 50. And, you know, we talk about that 2012 team that my son was on. And had an NBA player, Willie Cauley-Stein, on it playing for Dallas. Matter of fact, Willie's playing right now.
Wow.
Get a chance to take a look at him. And Siobhan's playing overseas in Israel, trying to make his way back over here to the league. And Jeremy played college ball. And about 5, 6 guys on that team that played college ball. So that was a really good team that they had, and didn't even make it to state. So it was a little frustrating on those guys, and they still talk about that frustration to this day as we see a basket inside. And we're going to have to do something about that, because right now they're trying to feature the big guy down there. So we have to make sure that we watch where he's going and beat him to the block. Mitchell's going to have to beat him to the block front side defense instead of just staying behind him, because they're getting beat that way. So
Dejani was one of your person you mentioned on the scouting report, and there he goes with the steal. But then oh, wow, Keyser thought he had that one. I thought he had it from up here.
It looked good from up here. We got a disadvantage from being this high up, but it looked like it was pretty good as the ball comes back in and hits him upside the back of the head on the way to the other official. So
yes, we see
that's
here
a double trouble right there.
Absolutely. We see this replay. I'm still trying to look back at it to see where there was contact with human flesh, but what do we know?
You know, everybody knows what I'm going to say in this situation. Jay Billis would say the ball is part of the hand is part of the ball, and we need to do something about officiating.
All right, Jay.
I can't do a game without giving Billis some love.
Missed basket by number 2, Raines, and then after the basket, Jalabami gets the ball, and he hacks him on the arm, so that's going to be a foul.
And that was legitimate. It hit the wrist.
It really did. So that is Raines' first foul. That's the 3rd team foul for the Ravens. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in this first quarter. See Ethan and McClure at the top making decisions. Keyser comes in. So a lot of nice. You have to be happy with the way the ball is moving around. And it's a great
and that
basket.
is outstanding play right there. As you see, Olathe Northwest trying to do the jump trap, and you know, if the kids kind of pay attention and listen, they'll hear when that jump trap is coming, because the coach will tell them that it's on its way. So that was a good look by Keisler right there, and it's a good dive by Jalabami as well to get an easy basket. So if you want to stop teams from playing zone and trapping you, make easy baskets.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we see Tom Lee trying to make decisions as Raines has control of the ball. Trailblazers are content letting them dribble. As a nice hand on the ball by Keyser, but a good recovery for Raines. Kemp has the ball, passes it back out to Johnny, and 3-point attempt is off the mark, way off the mark there by number 11, Alex Ling, as we drive the ball to the court. Jalabami's unable to hold on to the ball, and the ball was last touched by the Trailblazers. So nice attempt. We got to be in better control. Nice defensive change there.
Yeah, it was a good decision by Ethan, and you know, it was a good bounce pass, and Jalabami just has to come up with that ball and score that basket right there. It's an easy basket right there, and maybe an and one opportunity.
Yes, he'll make it up.
Yes,
he'll make it up.
We just need to continue to play good defense on this side of the floor and force some bad shots and box out, make them one and done.
Robinson with the ball, handing it back to Dejani, driving it. And that's all he's going to do, it seems. If he has the opening, he's going to take it inside, and we have to have an answer.
Yeah, he's the guy that's going to roam around that 10 to 12 foot range by the free throw line, and if they can get the ball into him and he can turn, he's going to open up opportunities for Ethan down there. So we got to make sure that we know where he's at and keep him out of there.
Under 20 seconds to go, and Trailblazers are waiting to get the final shot, hopefully to extend this lead to 3 or maybe even 4. Nice pass out. They called an offensive foul. That's going to be a foul on Kieser, I believe. That's going to be a second personal foul.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this replay, Doc, and see what happened in there, and see if he came in there, if it was a player out of control, or as he comes through. Yeah, he was set, so they'll make that call. So Keesler has to understand where the help's coming from, and be able to sidestep one way or the other, or stop and pass the ball. Don't continue forward.
Bring it up, 3.7 seconds. DeJohnny gets the last shot of the quarter. Almost goes in and out. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. We will be back after this commercial break.
All right, everyone, we made it.
My job is to help new homeowners who have turned into their parents.
I'm having a big lunch and then just a snack for dinner.
We're using a speakerphone in this store. Is that a good idea?
One of the ways I do that is to get them out of the home.
You're looking for a grout brush.
Did he ask for your help?
No.
No. We all see it. We all see it.
Here's blue hair.
Okay.
Blue.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Keep it coming. You don't know him.
And welcome back. We are getting ready for the start of second quarter. This competition with the Northwest Ravens of Olathe taking on our Trailblazers. We have a 1-point advantage after one quarter. Talk to me about what you saw, Coach. What do we need? What's the game plan for the second quarter?
Well, right now, our game plan should be the same thing that we're doing, to get to where we're at right now. We're being pretty efficient on offense. We're getting on the run and in transition. As we look at the looks like the wrestling team headed to state, men's and women's, headed to state. So congratulations to those young men and young women. We wish them well. We'll let the announcer kind of tell us who they are, since we don't know them.
Third sub-state, and 152-pound Keegan Troutman, sub-state runner-up. At 195-pound Jeff Davis, sub-state champ, currently ranked number 1. At 285, Jay Jensen, sub-state runner-up. Girls State Wrestling Tournament takes place in Wichita on Thursday, while the Boys State Tournament begins on Saturday. And last but not least, did we see at number 1 ranking in the nation at 33 pounds, Clyde Court coming out.
There's the future of Trailblazer wrestling right there. And the fella comes out and said, it's my turn to get some recognition.
Hey, man, he's got a nice hairdo there.
He does have a fret.
All right, congratulations to our wrestlers who competed in sub-state, and those who will move on. We're getting ready to start second quarter with a 1-point advantage. The ball will be in the possession of the Trailblazers. See Reynolds take the ball out to McClure. McClure takes it up. They started out the first quarter hot, scoring. Ethan goes up for kind of an off-balance shot, but gets the tap in and just continues to stay with the play. I love the defensive play there, Coach.
Yeah, Ethan is a hustler. He's going to give you everything he has out there, and he's a really good defender because he moves his feet well, and he has nice quickness, lateral quickness, and he's fast. That's what defenders need. So, we just need to continue to play defense on this side and take our chances. We see Alabama with a big block right there. That's what we're talking about. We got to shut them down on one side and score on the other.
Absolutely. DeJohnny has had that inside shot all of first quarter, and it was good to see it denied.
Yes, it was.
Reynolds came out with the ball and drove it up court. See nice ball rotation. 3-point attempt is off. Both teams are empty on their our second drive down court. Their first. Ball 21. A nice tip by Ethan. Elder was almost able to come close to that ball, but they were able to gather it back. I think they're going to call a travel on that.
Yeah, we would call that a violation right there, and that would be a turnover. And Connor almost came up with that ball, and we just need the scores. We come out of here, we've had some third quarter troubles this year, and thought we had corrected that in a few games. And tonight will not be a good night to have a third quarter letdown. So let's get a basket and take that lid off of it.
So no meltdown in the third quarter. Jalabani gives the ball to Butash. Butash thinks about it. Gets into a little trouble. Jalabani drives the ball. A little reverse. Missed it, but drew the foul.
Yeah, Jalabami's putting a lot of pressure on the big guys down there, and he's using his quickness on them. And as he continues to use his quickness, as we see the young wrestling star come running past us over here, he needs to continue to do that, and we'll let him.
That's the first personal foul committed by Sullivan. Fourth team foul.
Yeah, what's good about that is it makes those guys think about where he's at, moving around wise, and that's going to open up the outside for us, or even open up the lane for Ethan to come down there. So if those guys are worried about where Jalabami's at, they might forget those other guys.
Jalabami missed both free throws, so that's uncharacteristic, but like we said, we hope he'll get it back. You want to be able to shut them out, but that is definitely a foul as Elder ran into number 2, Raines.
Yeah, he just got his hops were a little bit better than what he expected them to be, and he just got to a spot faster than he expected to, and it's unfortunate. I mean, it happens.
So that was his first personal foul, third team foul of the half for the Trailblazers. Rotation. Raines gets set up for a three-point attempt. Ball is off, but the rebound is there by 33, and he muscles it inside for a shot. He does the tip in or the put back. That was a basket by Sullivan.
Well, that's a case where Jalabami needed a little extra help on the down low to help out with the box out. So that's one of the things. That's one of the areas that Mitch can come in and help out with. He's a little bigger body, This game goes on. We're going to have to score at some point. Malachi takes his shot and right on cue.
Three-point basket is good.
As Chuck would say, Malachi is instant offense. As soon as he comes out, he's open.
Well, hey, they needed that.
That's a big bucket. That's a bench score right there. And we talked about that. The bench is going to have to be big tonight.
We went on a little bit of drought. That was as they would say, a brick.
Yeah, that was good defense. Good defense by Jalabami. I'd like to see him do a little more front instead of playing behind him, or we should say, tell the kids sometimes you get the big guy gets the ball, pull the chair out from under. Jalabami just moves back. I'm pretty sure he'll travel.
Nice rebound there by number 21 Robinson. So takes it up court, gives it off to DeJohnny.
Yeah, look close to a backcourt right there, but I'm just up here calling the game.
Nice setup, defensive setup. The ball was thrown a little bit too far.
Yeah, that was good defense. Northwest was trying to get the ball in to Sullivan, and the defense all jumped at the same time, and the decision was made at mid-pass to go the other way, and the other guy was trying to run down the baseline. So a little miscommunication right there that benefits us, and we just need, as I say, we got to continue to score.
Looked like it was a little zone defense that they were playing on that particular series. It definitely disrupted their play. We see 35 is in the game for us. Monk. Kieser driving. Gets it back out. The wing, and the basket is off. That was Butash.
It's a good shot.
Very good shot. Great look. DeJohnny takes the ball up court. 15-13 in favor of the Trailblazers. 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go in this half. situation. Ethan goes for the steal. As we see Ethan Raines missing the ball. Number 2, Reynolds gets the ball. And we see Keiser driving in, and basket is good.
And there we go. There's defense. There's hand. There's activity on the defensive end with Ethan running in the passing lane. And Keiser took off running, and Ethan found him for an easy basket.
Strong finish, and you like seeing that.
I like seeing that strong finish, and I like the transition that we're in now.
Sullivan unable to capitalize, and McClure comes in. No, that wasn't McClure.
Yeah, it's McClure with the basketball.
McClure came in and got the rebound.
It was mixed with a good defense down there. A little contact, but no harm, no foul. It's a bigger body.
Chance to extend this to 6. Oh, just off. That was a great look
That's
there
a good
by
look.
Monk.
Good look.
The biggest lead of the game was 5 early on when we led 8-3 and I believe 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're sitting with a 4-point lead. Just over 2 minutes to go in the half. See the zone defense once again. Sullivan goes up strong with a nice basket.
Yeah, it's just a case of Mitch just kind of losing his guy and looking at the ball. He needs to stay, what we call body contact. If he stays body contact, just kind of touching that guy, he knows where he's at.
McClure controls the ball. Keiser with the ball at the top of the key. Sends it off to Butash. Almost drew the foul. Keiser had a 3-point look, but decided to go inside. He wanted the foul. I thought I heard something, but we're just up here calling the game.
We're just up here calling the game.
We're calling the game. Attempted another tip. Our hands definitely have been on the ball throughout the night.
Yeah, we need those active hands too, because they're definitely trying to work this ball inside the paint and box out, and there we go.
Nice rebound by Reynolds. Timeout is called on the floor. A 30-second timeout is called by the Trailblazers. So 52.6 seconds remaining in this first half. We have a 2-point advantage and the possession of the ball. So once again, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on MSTC Sports, home of the Trailblazers. The upcoming competitions that you'll see televised are March 23rd. We'll be taking on Shawnee Mission North, our boys baseball team, I'm sorry. And then March 29th, our girls softball team will be taking on Shawnee Mission East. You want to make sure that you tune in to those competitions so that you can continue watching our Trailblazers compete even into the spring. It's been a new experience for all of us. We're just happy that we could bring these competitions to you in the comfort of your own home or wherever your dwelling place is. It's been really nice. Football season started out, we didn't know what. When football season was ending, we didn't know what the state would allow, vacation would allow for indoor sports. But it definitely has been a treat to watch our scholar athletes compete. That was an ill-advised pass.
Yeah, that pass had a little extra mustard on it, and Alabama couldn't handle it. Such close range like that. So, you know, we're going to have to know that if we're out top like that, and they're going to do a bunch of jumping up and down, and we're going to have to know where everyone is at, and they're jumping on you and trying to trap you. So, man, with the ball, everybody else has to present themselves available for a pass. Which Alabama did was just a little hot by Ethan. Right here, we'll have to look for a backdoor screen
and that ball rolls for about 2 seconds. And Johnny gets the ball in, and the basket is no good. So at the end of one half, the Northwest Ravens from Olathe, 17. The Trailblazers from Gardner, Edgerton, 17. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
will do it? What will turn today's questions into tomorrow's answers that unlocks the mystery of rare childhood diseases? Love will, because love has no limits. And at Children's Mercy, neither do we. With leading researchers working to find the next advancement that will change outcomes, change lives, and change the world. Children's Mercy. Love will.
Food is life. It's the building blocks of our amazing bodies. Food is strength. It powers us in the pursuit of our full potential. Food is energy. It fuels our accomplishments, big and small. It nourishes us in mind, body, and spirit. Food is health, fitness, and our future. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
And our boys wrestling team. Good night and good evening. Welcome back from halftime. For our halftime show, we were unable to allow you to hear the announcement of our wrestlers, but because it is so important that we acknowledge all of our scholar athletes, we wanted to make sure that you received the information so that those students could be recognized. Our first wrestler, weighed at 115 pounds for our girls, Michaela Konzum. She finished third at Substate, ranked number 6. 120 pound Lily Kepler finished third at Substate, currently ranked number 3. Number 126 division, Jaden Andrews finished number 4th at Substate, currently ranked number 6. 138 pounds, Shelby Davis, Substate runner-up. To number 143 pound division, Dakota Konzum, Substate champ. And then we have currently ranked number 4 as a team in the Division I team rankings. 106 pound for our boys, Kason Smith finished 4th at Substate. 132 pound Colin Smith finished 3rd at Substate. 138 pounds Theron Mead finished number 3 at Substate. Weighing 152 pounds, Keegan Troutman, Substate runner-up. 195 pound Gus Davis, Substate champ, currently ranked number 1. And then 285 pound Jay Jensen, Substate runner-up. The girls' state wrestling tournament takes place in Wichita on Thursday, while the boys' state tournament begins on Saturday. Congratulations to all of our scholar athletes wrestling and representing Trailblazer Nation. We're going to take another commercial break. You're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
My job is to help new homeowners who have turned into their parents. I got into this because I was a sufferer. I turned into my dad, but I came back. And I'm here to help others come back. This is my baby right here. Dr. Rick, on Becoming Your Parents. It came about where my parentology thoughts, I was coming up with so many of them, I thought, I don't need to just have this, the world should have it. So I just birthed it, right out of me. Sometimes we have a victory, and I relish those.
Probably need a hacksaw at some point.
Nope.
But most of the time we don't.
General rule of thumb with throw pillows, if there's nowhere to sit, you have too many.
Parentology is not an officially recognized field yet, but I think we're making strides in that direction. You just have to keep reminding them, you are your own person. You're not your parents, you're you.
The Arts Council of Johnson County announces 93 finalists have been nominated for the 2021 Shooting Stars Awards. The Shooting Stars program promotes the positive impact arts education has on our students by honoring student achievement in the literacy, performing, and visual arts providing students with resources to help them achieve their creative career goals, awarding scholarships for college and supporting teachers with the honorariums. The winners will be announced on April the 18th, 2021, and our finalists from Gardner Edgerton are as follows. Theater performance, Annie Kuzma. Voice classical, Riley Pimpleton. Production and design, Josie Smith. 2D visual art, Bethany Stewart. 3D visual art, Allie Butler. And photography, Emma Crouch. Congratulations, scholars, for your great accomplishment. We wish you well. We wish we could come back with all of the scholars with scholarships for the Shooting Stars. Congratulations. Well, Coach, let's look at some of the highlights for the first half and tell me what you see going on here in these first highlights. I see Ethan driving. What's new?
We said, and what's new is Ethan's driving, and you see some defense here, and we gave up that three-point ball earlier, and once again we come back with Ethan getting in the paint and doing what he does, and there's Jake. What does he do? He knocks down threes.
Swish.
That's what Jake does out there. And, you see right there, Jake again. Just defense fell asleep, and he was a beneficiary. He finds Alabama down the low, and we need to do more of that right there. That play right there is going to be open because Northwest is playing that zone because they don't want to get broken down on the dribble. So, we could do a lot more of that if we spread that baseline down as we see Malachi come in, the instant offense, as Chuck says. So transition. We can get out on transition and get some easy buckets and then come back and play defense. And Northwest is going to pass the ball around a lot before they take a shot. And we just have to find the big man.
So Dejani,
we have to find Dejani where he's at. Just know where he's at. And we mentioned it earlier that Mitch and Alabama just kind of have to put their hands on him and touch him, just touch him.
When we look at the brackets here, once again, the brackets for our boys are playing for a chance to play against Olathe West, who's the number 2 seed in our particular bracket. This is going to take place at Olathe West. Number 1 seed overall is Lawrence High School, who's sitting at 16-1 in our Class 6A sub-state bracket. And, of course, you have Olathe Northwest. We're tied with Olathe Northwest, and Olathe Northwest, whoever wins, they play Lawrence High School the first game of the sub-state. Yeah, we want to make sure that we're not the loser because we don't want to play those guys the first game. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
Bison have a unique response to storms. In the face of adversity, they turn together and run directly into the oncoming weather. They don't try to hide from it or sit idly by, waiting for it to pass. The herd addresses it, head on, together. Kansas is no stranger to challenges. Our state motto, "To the stars through difficulties," lives beyond the state crest. It's emblazoned on our souls. It's the thread that connects the fabric of Kansas. We were made by hands that toiled in the unforgiving land, forged on the belief that freedom is our greatest calling. Kansas will be waiting. We'll be free to explore again. Until then, we'll make it through this the only way we know how, head on and together.
Well, we're at the final moments of our halftime, getting ready to start the second half. It's a tied ball game, just where we started. It's 17-17, a low-scoring affair, but definitely we've seen some nice traffic, some nice work, very few turnovers, but definitely we want to make sure that defensively we're watching out for Dejani, we're watching out for Sullivan because they found their niche inside. They did. We got to make sure we know where those guys are, put your hands on them, and just body contact. And I'm going to go ahead and revise what I said earlier. I said 50 points. I'm going to say first man to 35 wins. There we go. Well, it's a low-scoring affair, and so I'm sure they want that. There's a personal foul. It seems an offensive foul, possibly on number 45. Yeah, it looked like they were trying to set up a little slide back screen there, right there, and catch Jelabami, but he got caught pushing. That's illegal. First personal foul against Max McGavran. First team foul of the second half. You see Reynolds with the ball. Receiving from Keiser. 22, McClure goes up for 3-point, and it hits good.
And there we go. We got to get the ball to McClure. A little backside screen there, and he just kind of slid down. And Ethan found him, and McClure does what he does best. Knock down three.
Much like we started out the game with the and one.
That's exactly how it started off.
The 3-point advantage. So we start the second half the same way. We just don't want them to hit a three as they did to tie the ball game.
We would like to stop that.
So looking inside, there goes Dejani. A shot inside, but ball deflected out of bounds by Butash.
Yeah, it just came off the rim a little awkward, and Butash was on his way to the rim as it came towards him, and he's kind of lost it. That's okay though. You know, got to run him off that line.
Definitely a rare miss. We see Keiser as starting lineup. Keiser, number 12, Butash. We see Jalabomi, number 13, number 2, Ethan Reynolds, and number 22, McClure. That's our starting lineup for the second half. Jalabomi in to defend Dejani, and they're going to call it a foul against Dejani or against the Ravens.
And they got him for over the back. He missed that little bunny, and Jalabomi was boxing out and can't go over the top. And officials called him for it. And I think that's his second foul, so we'll see what happens.
Actually, I think they said that's his first personal foul.
Excuse me, young man.
That's all right. Basket is good, but Keiser drives to the hole. Timeout is called on the floor. 30-second timeout by the Ravens. Well, Coach, they started out the game with a 5-point lead. There we go.
We did.
You like seeing that at that type of energy. We see Keiser right there coming into view. He's just a scrapper.
I love that energy. The boys have come out in the second half, and they're playing very well right now. So, let's see if we can keep that up. But it's really going to come down to the defensive end. If we can stop those guys from scoring down there, it's going to be a mad dash 35.
Hey, 35 is the mark. We're just 13 points away. If you look at the highlight here, you see Keiser just drive the ball. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it opened up, and he took it. Jalabomi came across. Wasn't even a screen, but he used him in that manner and got to the rim. Laid it in, so that's a good start by us.
Absolutely.
This time it's a 5-0 start instead of a 3-0 start.
There we go.
So 2 points will make a difference.
And
we'll get a W, and we'll play West.
And there's no 5-point shot to tie it.
There is not a 5-point shot that I know of. Except for ABA basketball, if the blue light is on and you shoot the 4-pointer and get fouled.
I've seen that before.
It's quite a good game at ABA.
Northwest tries to get something going with Kemp taking the ball up, but the ball was deflected out of bounds last by the Ravens. Turnover once again. So we have a chance to build on this lead and to expand it to the largest lead. Right now, we're sitting at the largest lead of the game by 5 points. You see Keiser driving. He sees an open lane. Personal foul. That was a hard foul. But Keiser gets right back up. He's tough, man.
Yeah,
he is tough.
That was outstanding right there. As you can see, the Northwest was about to set up for that trap that they like to do up top. And Keiser recognized it and decided, I'm just going to take it right past you. So score that and one. He's got opportunity for a 3-point play, and we can extend it to the largest lead we've seen tonight.
Basket is good. 24-17, 7-point advantage. See if we can make it to 8. Pretty stroke there, and it's an 8-point lead.
Now we just have to make a stop. Somebody forgot the basketball.
And Keiser was there to pick it up. Nice drive. Basket is good. 10-point advantage.
You got to always capitalize on opportunities, and that was one right there. The Ravens fell asleep, and Trailblazers were wide awake. Easy basket for Keiser.
Keiser is active, as we see Ethan Reynolds, who definitely is a live wire.
Yes,
when he's out there. He's just aggressive, and I love it. Right now, they have the Ravens kind of on their heels. They're definitely. Ethan almost touches that ball. I'm going to call a personal foul.
Yeah, you don't like to see it, but that might have been a pretty good foul right there, just to stop it and ball out.
Yeah, that was a foul by Butash. That's his first personal foul, first team foul to have. You have to figure out where Reynolds is as we see Raines with the ball heading to 21. 33, Sullivan goes up for a shot, blocked, it looked like by Jalabomi.
It's a good block. Good to see the official hold that whistle because that was actually a good block. He was hand on hand. Might have been a little contact below, but.
What did you say about the hand on the ball? The ball was a part of the hand? Okay,
hand is a part of the ball. Hand is a part of the ball. It's no foul.
Great job of Ethan having his awareness. Haven't been any lane violations. As we see Butash set up for a three-point basket, no good, just off. Jalaboni able to tip the ball.
Good hustle, Jalaboni.
Keiser saving the ball.
Good hustle. That's what you need to win basketball games. You got to have that type of hustle.
Keiser is determined. Now he's saying, wait a minute. You guys want to take me on? I'm either going to put it in or you're going to foul me.
Keiser has found out that the lane is wide open because Northwest is trying to trap up top, and he's not allowing that to happen. He is forcing the action and taking the ball right to the rim, and the Ravens are starting to pick up fouls now.
2 free throws on the way. That was the second personal foul committed by Ethan Raines. 4th team foul of the half.
You see, there it is right there, and that's definitely a foul.
Oh, yeah.
He raked him across the arms.
Both arms.
Yes, sir.
Both free throws are good. He has shot excellently from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, that's a good deal. When you can get to the free throw line and knock them down, you can then increase your lead with the, even if the clock is moving or not, you increase that lead, and you put a lot of pressure on the Ravens team to really score a lot of points now.
Largest lead of the game, 12 points, 29-17. So catch up for the Ravens. And no mustard as we see Reynolds driving it, and it's good.
That's actually, Ethan is the most active guy on defense along with Kessler right now, and they are creating havoc up top.
I'm becoming cross-eyed watching that guy play because he is so quick.
Oh, he is quick. He is a blur. That 2 turns into 22 sometimes. You're like, I thought he was number 2. Double number, he's moving so fast.
14-point lead.
Not enough.
Coach is greedy.
Yes, sir. As long as that clock has time on it, I want more points.
14-0 run, ball missed again. McClure comes down with the rebound. A chance to expand this to 16. As we see Keiser with the ball, he's been impressive this half. Actually, he's been impressive all game. He's thinking about it, contemplating, gets it back to Reynolds. Reynolds drives, he's ready to drive something in. And just off the mark. Nice dribble behind the back. As they rush towards the other side with number 10 with the ball.
He would have had a steal had the pass been made.
Dejani has not been a factor the last 2 minutes.
And we're not going to talk about him. We're going to keep him as a non-factor right now and keep this lead.
3-point basket was in and out by Blanding.
Good rebound.
And Reynolds runs it up the court against Dejani.
Nice ball fake. You can always get a big man up when you give him a ball fake, a hard ball fake, because Jalaboni, he was waiting for that.
Timeout is called on the floor. Hey, we'll be back. You're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
Food is life. It's the building blocks of our amazing bodies. Food is strength. It powers us in the pursuit of our full potential. Food is energy. It fuels our accomplishments, big and small. It nourishes us in mind, body, and spirit. Food is health, fitness, and our future. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
What will do it? What will turn today's questions into tomorrow's answers that unlocks the mystery of rare childhood diseases? Love will, because love has no limits. And at Children's Mercy, neither do we. With leading researchers working to find the next advancement that will change outcomes, change lives, and change the world. Children's Mercy. Love will.
Well, fans, if you've been watching this matchup, your eyes are not deceiving you. If you remember, halftime, it was 17-17. Start the third quarter. Our Trailblazers have been on a 16-0 run since the start of this quarter, and we still have 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Coach, this probably has to be the best quarter or start of a quarter of any of our competitions this season.
This is the best third quarter that I've seen Trailblazers play all year, and it could be just a little rivalry that's going on out there. And You know, when you get your man down, you got to keep him down. You know, we can't get complacent right now, and we can't get lazy. That should have been out of bounds. The referee was standing out of bounds. It should be Trailblazer ball, but we play on. So.
And who was in the middle of that? Ethan Reynolds.
Ethan Reynolds. Ethan is very active tonight.
See a nice zone play, defense there. They're not really giving him anything. At the top, DeJohnny goes up for a three. He was overdue for a basket. They kept him quiet.
Kind of got away with a walk down there, but it's okay. Now we got to watch the jump track. Be smart with the ball.
13 to 16-3 run.
And that would be a foul.
Personal foul. It's going to be the 5th team foul of the half for the Ravens. That personal foul was committed by number 21, Brady Robinson. That's his 2nd personal foul. See Reynolds and Taylor going out for a break. Quick breather. These are being double teamed and fouled.
Yeah, he got away with the first push up there, and the second push came along, and the third push came along, and the referee said that's enough.
Coach, you've been keeping tabs on these pushes.
I keep tabs on that as a coach. You see everything. You're constantly, I'm watching feet. I see travel. I see hands on the man. I see 3 seconds. That's what we do. We pay attention to everything that's going on out there.
That's right. Nice shot attempt by McClure. 3-point basket is good. And it looks like there's a foul on the play.
One-man press break by Kiesler, and he finds the hottest guy on the floor from the 3-point line, McClure, and he does what he does. Knocks it down.
The referees are conferring as we see this drive here at Kiesler to McClure. McClure calmly hits that. Looks like there was a personal foul on the inside.
Yep. Yeah, loose ball foul down there. Reigns was trying to clear out some space to get that rebound that was not existent because the ball hit nothing but the net.
And that's Reigns' 3rd personal foul, so he's got to watch out. That's the 7th team foul, which I'm surprised we're not shooting free throws.
It was on the ground. It was a...
do they call it an offensive player control?
Yeah, it's an offensive player control foul, so it's not a shooting foul.
But this will be.
The basket was good, so you count the basket.
Yes. So that's the 4th personal foul now on Reigns.
You know, as we continue this game on, and, you know, I told you earlier that if we continue to get the ball into the paint, we can create problems, and the fouls will start mounting up, and that's what we're seeing right now. And when you're the trailing team and you're in this helter-skelter mode trying to catch up, you're going to pick up fouls because you're trying to press the issue.
You've more than doubled the first half score to 36, hoping to add on more. Bad free throw was no good by Elder. Shawnee takes the ball down court. There's a sense of urgency being down by 16. They're going to say that basket counts. They're going to call the personal foul.
Yeah, Mitch kind of went Duke Blue Devils on us and fell down before the man got there. If he stands there and takes that charge, there's no basket and we get the ball. But you see Mitch was falling down before he gets there. And
he was.
You know, only the Duke Blue Devils get away with that.
Who was that, Christian Leitner?
Oh, Christian Leitner he was a master at that, along with J.J. Redick. He was pretty good at that flop, man.
That's right.
Gonna get this ball in.
Nice denial there by number 11.
I'd like to see Butash up there and get Mock out of there. I don't know if you want your big man handle the ball like that in pressure.
One of the Ravens players playing double duty. Wiped up. See Reynolds driving down the court, and the basket is good.
That's what wide receivers do. They run 9 routes, and they get open, and the quarterback finds them. As we can see, Butash found him, and touchdown or 2 points.
If you know Coach Fennell, you know he's going to blend the team sports, especially 2 of his favorites, football and basketball.
Oh, you mess around, I'll hit you with a baseball reference, too.
Oh, my. Nice basket there by number 11, Ling. The offense is awakened a little bit for the Ravens.
Pressure.
So we keep pressure and nice drive by Reynolds. You wanted that to count.
Yeah, that was good. That broke that defense down, and that's what you wanted.
Basket is no good. Kieser gets in and gets a great rebound as he drives it up court. Foul definitely felt. Now, he had a little acting right there. But that was good.
There's a little acting right there, but you can't go grab a man's arm and tell him to go have a seat either.
You sure can. You cannot. He had to. He really didn't have to sell it. But we'll look here at the replay and see how good. As he shakes it off. I wish I had hair to shake, but I don't. Oh yeah. Now, yeah. Come on.
A little turning. Just a little turning. Just a little turning.
Oh boy. Sign him up for Broadway.
All right, we can't start missing free throws right now. That allowed a team to get back into the game, so we got to knock those down.
They did an excellent job of staying with the play. Almost able to take it away. 29.4 seconds remaining, 38-25. In the last minute and a half, they've come alive with some scoring, the Ravens. They've managed to score 8 points.
Yeah, game got a little helter-skelter. They have to speed the game up and try to get the ball out of our hands quick. And we just got to be strong with the ball. And we talked about the keys to the game earlier. You know, you got to take care of that basketball. Don't fall asleep up 15. That would be a travel.
And yes, travel is called.
That is illegal. You cannot hold the ball in your hand and take a stutter step and then go up. That's considered travel.
Yeah, you cannot.
And since you don't get paid to play, you do not get that call.
True story. True story. That's a true story right there. I'll go with that, Coach.
9 route.
Here we go. Ethan Conley takes it up. And one. Basket is good. 4.6 seconds remaining in this third quarter. We'll see an and one as the personal foul was committed by number 21. We look here. And he grabbed him on the arm down and definitely hit him on the elbow, but still makes the basket count.
Yeah, as we heard the Ravens fans yell travel, as we looked at the feet, they did not travel.
They did not travel. That's the fourth personal foul committed by 21.
And that's Ethan's second 50-yard bomb.
In basketball terms.
Basketball terms, we'll call that a 94-footer.
41-25. 16-point lead. That was pretty strong. Somebody's head got hit.
Yeah, Keesley went down.
Okay.
We gotta check and make sure he's okay.
Keisha's been playing aggressive defense. Very aggressive as he tried to close it off but DeJohnny was definitely using that arm to try to keep him away.
Yeah, he was just a half a step late, half a step more, and he gets there and forces Johnny to make a different move or run him over like he did right there, but he was just kind of out of position. So we hope he's all right because we're going to need him back in this game.
Keisha's third personal foul. Fourth team foul that half, 2.6 seconds to go. He was doing what he needed to do, and that was to prevent them from scoring.
Oh, he walked.
Yeah, he did walk. And the three-pointer is good. So we'll be back after this timeout.
At Price Chopper, we know we're not the only grocery game in town. That's why we're always chopping prices. We're passing along the savings on our fresh cut meat. We're fueling your squad with affordable party trays and meals to go. And scoring you great low prices on all your game day favorites. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
Thank you for joining us here on MSTC Sports, home of the Trailblazers. We're going to remind you that we have upcoming spring sports beginning March the 23rd. Our boys baseball team will take on Shawnee Mission North. March 29th, our girls softball team will take on Shawnee Mission East. You can catch the competitions, the home competitions right here on MSTC Sports, GEHS TV. Well, we ended the third quarter on a run where both teams awakened and they got that three-point basket. It looked like the player traveled. Coach, we both saw that, but the three-point basket counted. It went up before the buzzer went off, and so 41-28 is the score. I believe the Trailblazers will begin this quarter with possession, as the possession arrow has been in their hands. One thing we have not had is we haven't seen any jump balls this game.
No jump balls this game, and You know, we haven't seen a jump ball all year, so I don't think I've called a game this year that we've actually had. I think maybe just one jump ball, held ball.
Yeah.
Results in a possession change. So we'll just have to continue to do what we're doing. Do not slow it down. Continue to do what we do. Know that they're going to use this jump trap out, this 1-2-2. So they're trying to get you in a position. And without Keesler, we're going to have to be a lot more careful with the basketball.
So in the game right now, we have Malachi, number 5. We have Ethan, Reynolds, number 2. We have McClure, number 22. Jalabami is in the game. We also have Butash. Nice rotation. There's no rush on our side. Up by 13. 1 quarter remaining. It's getting hot. Ball is passed back out. I love the rotation. This is the game plan, coach. You're up by 13. No sense in rushing.
Yeah, there's no sense in rushing, but I'm also not one who likes to deflate the basketball when I'm up like this. I want to continue to do what I do and put pressure on the defense by continuing to score. You know, you can lower yourself in and take 2 minutes off the clock and not score. They go hit a 3. What? Malachi said, I'm going to need you to shut up there, coach, and let me shoot the ball.
That's right. That's right. He said, we know what we're doing. Don't worry about it.
It's a big 3 by Malachi.
That's his second 3-point basket. I think he started the game off first quarter with the 3-point basket.
Yeah,
nice shot.
He did.
Nice basket there by number 45. McGavran. He's been pretty quiet throughout the game. 44-30. Ethan Reynolds with the ball. 13-point lead. 14-point lead, I'm sorry. Ethan goes inside. They say the ball was off of the Ravens, not Jalabami.
Yeah, I think that was kind of hard to see from this distance, but that might have been a makeup call for not calling a foul.
Hey, what do we know? We're up here.
That's right. We don't know anything. I don't have a whistle.
Nice drive by Ethan. Oh, you wanted to finish.
Just kind of overcompensated a little bit, looking for the contact.
Shawnee trying to take it in his hands. Malachi gets the rebound. This has been really a well-played game by our scholar athletes.
Yeah, it's been excellent. And, you know, we just need to make sure that we close out and not hold that ball like Siege attack there.
You're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports. We'll be back after this brief timeout. And welcome back. Coming back from that 30-second timeout. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this competition. Our Trailblazers are leading by 14. As Coach said, we don't want to let up. Another three-point attempt. Oh, just out. Malachi's had a good stroke tonight.
Yeah, that's a good shot. It was, you know, don't. Oh.
Travel. He took a hop, skip, and a jump. But what do we know?
We don't know anything. I don't have a whistle.
Oh, boy. He took that hop, skip, and a jump, and Deshawnee makes us pay for it. So an 11-point advantage now. 44-33. Up by 11. Dangerous pass. McClure goes up for a three-point attempt, and it's off. Nice tip out, but to the wrong person. Deshawnee is going to probably make us pay, and he does. So just like that, 6 points. This game isn't over yet. Just a 9-point advantage. Deshawnee was definitely a part of one of the keys to the game in the scouting
Yes,
report.
he is.
So at this point in time, you want to stop the bleeding and get a score.
Yeah, we need to go back to taking the ball to the rim and not settle for those three-point shots unless it's Malachi wide open in the corner.
Definitely putting the pressure. Personal foul is called.
And that's what we need to do. Doc, we cannot stand out there and continue to dribble the ball. Remember I told you, do not take the air out of the ball. We're up 15. Do not take the air out of the ball. Continue to do what you're doing. If you drove the ball to score and they got you a 15-point lead, you continue to drive the ball.
That's the second personal foul committed by McGavran. Jalabami is shooting 2 free throws as we're in double bonus. He missed 2 earlier. He's missed another free throw. He needs to come away with at least one and stretch that to a double-digit lead. You don't want to come away empty. And we don't.
There you go. One of them. Now we got to play defense. We got to run them off that three-point line. So now in the early pregame scouting, get them off that three-point line.
Keep an eye on Deshawnee. We see Butash guarding him at the moment. Transition a bit into man-to-man. See their ball handler number 21 goes up for a 3. Ethan keeps the ball dribbling. His ball hands off to number 1. Elder gets it back to Reynolds. Reynolds gives it to McClure. McClure looks around the court, finds Ethan Reynolds. See Butash hanging out very, very top. Near the timeline, that's a personal foul that's going to be committed by Ethan Raines. That's going to be Raines' 5th personal foul. If that's who I think it's on.
We're going to take a look and see what happened here on this. They called a foul, so let's take a look and see. And it was a little inside in the arm, and they don't like it. And he felt as if he touched the ball, which he did. He got a little bit of the arm as well. And right in front of the official, who am I to say anything from 45 feet away?
Good thing about it is he's ineligible to play after he just earned his 5th personal foul.
Yes, we will call that a disqualification.
There we go.
But what's important here is we got to continue to knock these free throws down right here when the clock's not running and keep this lead. And, defensively, we got to run them off that three-point line. And offensively, we got to know the trap is coming and everybody needs to be alert.
Second basket is good. Three-point basket is way off by number 11, Ling. Reynolds takes the ball up court. That's where you start wanting to definitely kill the clock. Need some time. Reynolds looks across. Butash not content to take a 3 and forcing the foul by Sullivan.
Yeah, it's going to be a free throw game now. And we're in a double bonus, so we get 2 shots each time. And it's important for us to knock these down, stretch this lead out while the clock's not running.
First free throw was good by Butash. I'm setting up for the second free throw. 14-point lead. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go in this competition. Lead to the Northwest Ravens, 35. The Gardner Edgerton Trailblazers, 49. As we see 33, Sullivan going up. Multiple opportunities. He gets the basket, and full timeout is called on the floor by the Ravens. We're at 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go. These seniors are playing for the last time on their home court.
Yeah, nothing like playing at home.
With a 12-point lead.
With a 12-point lead. Now it's more important now than ever to maintain that basketball and protect that ball and knock down free throws while the clock is not running to extend your lead.
Not only do we celebrate the basketball players, but we celebrate those cheerleaders who have cheered at football games, cheered for basketball games, boys and girls.
Yeah, those cheerleaders are just as important as the players are. You know, we're here to see the players, and cheerleaders are here to help us support the players, and the parents are here, and we see a few more, looks like a few more siblings in the building today. So, you know, all in all, it's been, so far up to this point, 2:51 left in the game. It's been a good game for the Trailblazers. We've been very efficient tonight. You know, I hope Keesler's okay in that locker room. They haven't brought him back out of there yet. And, you know, he's an important piece of this team. He's the point guard, and he's the catalyst. He gets things going. So
he has 15 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and you definitely need that type of scoring power and energy as we move into the postseason.
Yeah, and we can't forget his defensive side as well. Him and Ethan have been the most aggressive defenders tonight. You know, they're playing a passing lane. They are playing good, sound defense on the ball. And that's created a bunch of turnovers and a bunch of easy run-out baskets. You know, if we were to look at and see what those easy run-out basket points were, I would say that we have at least 16 of them. So, and those are all 2-pointers. Those are all layups. Absolutely. That means you're playing good defense and getting out in transition. So we need to continue that. Protect the basketball and knock down your free throws.
Nice high percentage shots. You see a trap. Butash is trapped, looking for help. Unable to. Turnover, and then Reynolds gets the personal foul on Dejani. Dejani will be shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's the case. You see Butash come running down like that. As Butash is running down, there should be another guy opposite running the opposite way of him to pull the defender out of there so that you don't have all defenders in the same spot. At that point, everybody was on the other side of half court. That's a clutter. You got to get better spacing. The better your spacing is, the easier it is. Your passing lanes open up, and it's easier before you get that ball over. You don't, give up a pass like that. So, we'll see what happens here. Make or miss, we still have to protect this ball.
First free throw was no good. Second free throw is no good. That's rare for Dejani. And, Jalabombi turns it over. And will they make us pay? No. But Dejani goes up, gets the rebound. No foul on the play. He gets the bucket. There were opportunities for us to get out of there without any points scored.
Yeah, that was a case of we trying to dribble through the defense instead of trying to pass it through the defense. You need to pass the ball.
Awareness.
It's sped up a little bit. At this time, it's one of these times as a coach, you're looking at your players and you're giving them the palms down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Relax. Slow it down. Most important right now is to knock down free throws when the clock's not running. So
11-point lead, 50-39 as McClure preps to shoot the second free throw.
You see the Ravens coach throw in the 3-point shooter. So of course Johnny's going to be the focus. So you got to know where those shooters are at.
So 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Down by 12, 3-point attempt. Off the backboard, no good. Jalabombi gets the ball. Ball was tipped, but remains with. Oh, wow, just overthrew. Butash wasn't looking. The no-look pass didn't work that time.
In this situation, a no-look pass looks good, but in this situation, you should be making the easy pass. The easy pass would have been to the right. Bounce pass, hold the ball, pull it back out, run some time.
See Dejani drive it. Personal foul was committed while he was driving to the hole. They were going to make him earn it on the free throw line with 2 minutes to go. Personal foul was committed by number 13. That was Jalabombi. That was his first personal foul. Only 5 team fouls this half committed by the Trailblazers. The third straight free throw missed by Dejani.
Rasheed Wallace would say the ball don't lie. Jalabombi was not happy with that foul, and the ball does not lie.
Second free throw is good. Definitely playing pressure defense. Timeout is called. Full timeout is called by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, I'd like to see Coach take the out of bounds play and move everybody back beyond the free throw line so that the up front guys have room to operate. Instead of having 3 guys below the free throw line, there's no room. There's too many bodies down there. You can't get the ball away. If we start at the free throw line, work our way in, out, we'll open up that space. But it's still, right now, 2 minutes, 11-point lead is still important to get the ball, secure the ball, knock down your free throws, because that's what this game is going to turn into, a free throw game.
That's what it looks like. So coaches are giving them final instructions. 2 minutes to go, 11-point lead, 51-40. You can tell that the Trailblazers, they can taste it. They can taste the victory. But what'd you say? You don't want to get too arrogant, too cocky. These guys, they do know how to shoot the three-point basket.
They do know how to shoot that three-point ball, and this three-point line is a great equalizer. It allows teams to get back into a game, and it allows teams with sometimes not as good talent stay in games or even win games they're not supposed to. So we can't let these guys start knocking down these threes, and we just can't have any empty possessions. We need to score. We need to make our free throws, make it harder on them to get these baskets in. So, right now it's important to get the ball in.
Absolutely, and they've struggled. We've struggled this quarter doing just that as their defense has intensified. Reynolds takes the ball and gets trapped. He's able to dribble out of the trap. Gets the ball to Butash. Butash almost did a over and back. He's close to that timeline.
He was real close.
McClure was able to take it and draw the foul. McClure is a good free throw shooter.
Yes, what's important is we got the ball across the timeline, and one of our best shooters on the free throw line. Knocking down shots. I didn't want to say anything the first time. I didn't want to jinx him. The right guy at the line at that point, and now we got to play the defensive side. So you see coach substituting offense with defense. Offensively, Malachi comes in, and on the defensive end of the other side, they bring in Connor Elder. So you're going to see that the rest of this game.
McClure, second free throw is good. He's automatic this evening. So 53-40 in favor of the Trailblazers. Deshawnee takes the ball down court. He's really been their answer as he attempts a three-pointer. The basket is good. I believe they called it a 2-point field goal. No replay in high school basketball, so his foot may have either been on the line or he was just inside, but nonetheless, a really nice long shot. This is a full timeout called by Northwest. We'll be back after this commercial break.
On behalf of everyone in our community and in healthcare, thank you for doing your part.
We appreciate your doing your part to keep us all safe.
When in public, stay 6 feet away from others.
Wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds with soap and water.
Wear a mask. Together, we are slowing the spread of this virus.
And together, we are saving lives.
And we are back. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining in this competition. Our Trailblazers are leading the Ravens of Olathe Northwest 53-42. So many phenomenal things have happened this season. We've learned how to reinvent, how to watch games, how to do things socially distanced, keeping ourselves healthy. Thank you, the community, for supporting this effort.
Yes.
Supporting the work. Your administrators here in the Gardner Edgerton School District have done a phenomenal job of ensuring that we're able to bring competitions for our scholar athletes to you for basketball, football, volleyball, wrestling. We're going to be doing spring sports here coming up. Soccer, softball, baseball. You can see everything here, and you've seen everything here on GEHS TV, MSTC Sports. As we see McClure on the free throws, and he hits the first free throw. Waiting for the second free throw. That last personal foul was committed by number 11, Ling. That's his second personal foul. We want to thank all of the parents, the boosters, the contributors who have supported this effort throughout this season. Without the parents, we know they are really the unsung heroes. The parents that make sure the scholar athletes are where they need to be. They have the resources needed to compete. So we want to thank all of the parents. We want to thank the teachers who have learned how to work during a pandemic, learned how to work virtually as well as in person, making many sacrifices to ensure that our scholars continue to have a quality education. And so even in this time that's been exceptional, we have definitely seen some great things happen. We've recognized teachers throughout the year, and that's only just a few of the great heroes and heroines in this district, but there are many more that their names may not be called, but we want you to know we thank you. We thank all of the administrators. We thank every staff member, every person every para, every person that works to keep our buildings clean. Keeping the buildings clean are even more important now with making sure that we don't transmit. And so we want to thank all of our custodial workers who have continued to support throughout this season. And so we're very, very ecstatic for that. We thank. And then, of course, the parents, the few parents that have been able to participate in person, we thank them for being so cooperative, wearing the mask. We know the masks are not comfortable. At least I know when it started out, I thought, my goodness, will I be able to survive? But we've all learned how to acquiesce to wearing masks because the safety is more important than comfort. And so we see a foul, a call that was made that the Ravens coach did not like, and
we didn't have possession of the ball. We called timeout, and coach ran all the way down to the scorer's table to check into the game, and the officials stopped it. And you can't call timeout when you don't have the basketball. So this is going to should be Raven basketball. So okay, so they're going to keep the ball with us, and Ravens coach is not going to like this, but they're going to say that we have possession of the ball, and he was calling timeout even though that ball was not in their possession. So the good thing is we retain possession even on the pass. So at that particular point, we're going to keep the ball.
So coach speaking with the referee, who's still not happy.
Things happen. Things happen.
Now he's demonstrating. He's doing the kinesthetic.
Yeah, it's still a missed shot. Yeah, it's still a missed shot. So
the ref is doing a good job, though. It's just trying to calm him down. He knows he's excited.
Well, you can't tell if the ref is mad or not. He has a mask on. Yeah. You don't know if he's smiling or not.
So many different people have played a role, Coach, for now with this season being as it is. And so we're going to start looking at some of the people who've been working behind the scenes. We want to thank our producer, Todd Henderson, who is the inspiration behind all of this with MSTC, Hindu Productions, for all of their great work. So thank you, Engineer in Charge, Ronaldo Davis. We call him Uncle Ray. We thank you, Mr. Davis, who has done exceptional work behind the scenes. We have several others who have supported the work. We see another basket by Deshani, just under a minute to go, 11-point lead. Their defense has intensified. Ball was deflected. They got the ball back to Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles the ball and is fouled.
Yeah, I like to see these guys get the ball and go up the court instead of sideways.
So as we said, we had our engineer in charge, was Mr. Ronaldo Davis. Thank him for his support. We also have some others. As you see, the names will begin to come up.
Ethan needs to stay on that line and follow through. Don't fade off that line. If I didn't have this microphone on, I'd be yelling at him. Stay on the line. There you go. A little token pressure here, just kind of make them take some time. They can't just roll the ball up. No foul. Good challenge. This situation, we don't want to have any fouls right now. We're up 12, and sometimes you just kind of let them score like that, and the clock keeps running.
Keeps running 41.1 seconds. We want to thank our director, Mike Ramos, who has been helping out, and then, of course, his protege, Christian Henderson, who is a freshman in high school. Thank you, Christian, for your support. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. See Deshawnee shooting two. I'm sorry, front end of a one-on-one. And he misses it. Ball kicks off of Bombi's foot.
Incidental, but
and it was an aggressive rebound takedown.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Ravens keep the ball.
So just a 9-point lead, 39.5 seconds to go. We want to say it's ours.
Watch the paint.
See a nice attempt. Another three-point basket off the basket. He didn't call that one. That was a nice basket by number 22, Kel Scher. So we can definitely hear the action.
All right, the most important thing here is to get the ball in bounds.
Go for another, what did you call it, block nine?
It's a we call that a non-route.
Non-route, okay.
Some folks like to call it a fly route, a go route. We call it a 9 route. The route tree says it's a 9.
He draws the personal foul. That was committed by number 21. We look at the replay operators. Ernie Sewell, Chris Wright, thank you so much for your service throughout this year of helping us with replay. Always important, a nice addition to our broadcast. See Reynolds missing free throws.
Once again, if I didn't have this microphone, I'd be yelling, stay on the line, Ethan.
Still an 8-point advantage. He sinks the second one, 9-point advantage with 25.4 seconds. Deshawnee misses the three, just off, but they were able to get the rebound. Somebody's got to bring the ball down. That's going to be a personal foul that will put number 11, Ling, on the free throw line.
Yeah, I know we don't want to foul, but we got to recognize they need threes, and we got to guard that line.
Sound engineers, Daryl Ramsey. We have Joe Strauss and Caleb Beal. Thank you to our sound engineers. First basket was good by Ling. That personal foul was committed by McClure. That was only his first personal, 9th team foul. 14.6 seconds. Second free throw was good. So 7-point advantage. McClure takes the ball out. Once again, nice long pass. This time you want Reynolds just to score, and he does just that.
Go ahead and score. That would be no foul, no foul, no foul, no foul.
And that's the ball game. Ball game. Trailblazers win. We'll be back after this timeout. GEHS TV, MSTC Sports.
Everyone, we made it. My job is to help new homeowners who have turned into their parents.
I'm having a big lunch and then just a snack for dinner.
We're using a speakerphone in the store. Is that a good idea?
One of the ways I do that is to get them out of the home.
You're looking for a grout brush.
Did he ask for your help?
No.
No.
We all see it.
We all see it.
He has blue hair.
Okay.
Blue. Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Keep it coming.
You don't know him.
And we are back. 61-52 in favor of our Trailblazers. They defeat the Ravens from Olathe Northwest. Congratulations. We also want to thank our graphics engineers, Christian Henderson, Monica Henderson, Dominique Henderson, Dalen Brown, Ernie Sewell. See some of the names that are repeated? That's because they work so many different areas of this outfit to make sure that this comes live to each and every one of you.
Yes, I better.
61-52. There we go. Camera operators, Christian Henderson, Chris Alt, Dominique Henderson, Dalen Brown, Ernie Sewell, Devin Sorrell, Jeremy Fennell, Zen Rio, Monte Cushman, Michael Davis, AC Taylor, Ronaldo Davis, CC Davis, Mike Ramos, and Sean Hisp. Those are individuals that have helped us out throughout the season with our cameras. We also want to acknowledge Todd Henderson, the producer, the exceptional person that has definitely helped bring this to reality. Got once again our engineer in charge, Mr. Ronaldo Davis, who we call affectionately Uncle Ray. Director Mike Ramos, Christian Henderson, freshman. Replay operators, Ernie Sewell, Chris Wright. So these names are appearing again, but that's okay, it's worth it. Sound engineers, Darrell Ramsey, Joe Strauss, Caleb Beal. We'll be back after this commercial break.
What will do it? What will turn today's questions into tomorrow's answers that unlocks the mystery of rare childhood diseases? Love will, because love has no limits. And at Children's Mercy, neither do we. With leading researchers working to find the next advancement that will change outcomes, change lives, and change the world. Children's Mercy. Love will.
And welcome back. Once again, 61-52. We did what we set out to do, Coach Fennell, and that was to win so that we could play the number 2 seed, Olathe West, in Substate. We want to play that number 2 seed in Substate, and so we got our wish. We had to win this victory, win this game, so we moved to 8-12. The Ravens fall to 7-13. What do you think?
Game.
It was a great game.
It was a good game. We came out, and I think what sealed the deal for us is that third quarter. You know, we went on that 16-0 run, come out of the third quarter, and that was the best third quarter that I've seen us play all year since I've been calling games out here. And you know, when that happens, you know, good things will happen to you. You know, we played good defense. We got into the passing lanes. We held true to the keys of the game. You know, and the bench came in and knocked, you know, stepped up, and Malachi came in and knocked down some threes. Mitch came in and gave Jelabami some nice rest. You know, Connor Elder came in as another ball handler, and, you know, we did what we were supposed to do today. You know?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We're going to look at some play of the game. We have some highlights, play of the game, that will be coming up. As you mentioned, there were several key players. It was definitely a team contribution. So we look at the play of the game here. We see one of the throws. What did you call that?
That is a 9 route, a fly route, a go route, and sometimes that's called a Tyreek zip. For all those Chiefs fans that are out there, just so they know. And, you know, we did that 5 times a night, and Ethan scored 4 times, and one time he just pulled it back out. There was no need to do it. But, you know, if you can't stop that play on an out-of-bounds play, you know, you're not going to be successful. And so I've seen that over time, and, you know, so we'll see how it works out. We're going to take a look and see who the player of the game is. I think I have an idea of who it is, but wait for everybody else to see it. And
the suspense.
There we go. The suspense was killing all of us. And there's that man, Keiston. You know, we're hoping he's okay and ready to play when Substate starts. And he was a big factor in this game, getting into the paint. Once he realized that he could go take that ball into the paint, break that defense down, he was a nightmare for Olathe Northwest at that point. So, you know, when he went out, we saw the game got a little sluggish without having our key ball handler in, but the guys held firm. You know, they did just enough to make sure that we won that game. So
we're going to look at several highlights here. Congratulations to Keiser, and we're going to look at some of the highlights, other highlights of the game. We showed you the play of the game. As we see, the gymnasium is emptying out. Nice basket there by McClure.
That's what he does best, knock down threes. Keeps it to the basket. That was a big basket right there. If you remember, that was an and one, and that put us up by the largest lead of 6 points at that point. So, yeah, that was huge. And there's Ethan. Ethan was very active out there on the front. You know, when you can't get the passes back to the front, you know, the shortest route to the basketball to your goal is the top of the key on the other side. And he got several steals, him and Kessler up there. So,
Deshawnee put in some good plays too. We saw him hit a three.
Yeah, he did. He pretty much negated him a lot by, you know, when we got that lead, it kind of took away from what they were doing earlier by getting the ball in to the big guy, to the big kid in there, number 33. What's his name, Mr. Sullivan, and you know, so we'll see. So we got to continue to play. There's Malachi knocking down that shot right there, man. That was outstanding. All in all, it was a good game, especially for us, the home team. So
Reynolds really was solid. He was really solid. Well, we want to thank you for joining us once again here on MSTC Sports, home of the Trailblazers. Upcoming spring sports are March 23rd. We'll see the play of our boys baseball team as they take on Shawnee Mission North. And then Monday, March the 29th, our girls softball team will take on Shawnee Mission East. You can catch all of the action this spring right here on MSTC Sports, right here on MSTC Sports GEHS TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure and an honor to be able to call games out to each and every one of you. This has been probably the most difficult time that any of us have ever lived through in our time, not only in a generation, but multiple generations. But what we've done as Americans, what we've done as Kansans, is that we've been tenacious, we've been resilient, and we've persevered through the greatest storms of our lives. I tell you what, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Many of us, including myself, I lost an older brother to COVID-19 at the very start of this in April. And it's been a very tough go with it, but I tell you what, looking at those who've recovered and looking at the families and the friends and individuals who have managed to continue sharing the memories of those who have gone on, and then also doing everything possible to keep safe and to make sure that others are safe. It's about taking care of your neighbor, being friendly, taking time out with your families. I know that with myself and so many others, that we took time out with our families, time that we did not spend because in prior times, because we were so forced to do so many other things. But you parents, you Gardner Edgerton community, you rallied around your scholars. You rallied around your educators. We thank you to the superintendent. We thank you for her leadership. We thank you to the principal and all of the administrative staff throughout this fine district who have supported this effort. And I say to Trailblazer Nation, you keep fighting, keep pushing, keep going. We can't wait to bring the spring sports here. I definitely want to make sure that I acknowledge the commentators who have graced the microphone. I want to say thanks to Coach Chuck Holmes, who started out with us in football and coach and also worked with us throughout the basketball season. Coach Danae Jones, who was a great addition to this basketball season. And then my good friend, brother, cousin, whatever you want to call it. No blood relation, but we look a lot alike.
Yeah, we get it all the time.
Coach Larry Fennell Jr., I thank you so much for your work and all of your efforts that you've done here. And I am just so honored to be able to say that I get a chance to work with great professionals like yourself and all of those who work behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We wish our young men and young ladies well as they go on to sub-state and hopefully into the state tournament. You're watching GEHS TV, MSTC Sports. Good night, stay safe, and go Trailblazers.